Hey, what is going on, you guys? Angelo here from One of Each, the Dumb and Hungry podcast. Hope you're doing all right. We wanted to bring you a bonus episode where we remember a good friend of ours, Patrick, who left us a bit too soon. We recorded this on August 20th, 2022, 6 years since he left us. We took a weekend trip and spent some time during a meal remembering Patrick and some of the good times we'd have, which of course included some good food. We highlight Dino's famous chicken and the oyster. We kept most of the conversation intact, even with an intro that went a bit sideways. Anyway, hope you enjoy.
So yeah, is the slurping coming nice and through and clear?
Are you recording right now?
Yeah.
Oh, it is live.
Are we doing a group slurp soon? Because I'm almost out of noodles.
How would you do the slurp? Like with the soup or like you just kind of...
just noodles.
It's up to everybody.
Okay.
On three. On three.
Wait.
I don't know if I can slurp on command.
I'll just slurp the
Those
bowl.
noodles?
Yeah.
What?
What?
Oh, get out of here.
Alright, can you slurp on three?
Let me...
Angelo?
Just have it in your mouth by 2 so you can slurp on 3.
Angelo's not being Angelo's not playing along.
I'll do my little hook, and then...
And then the slurp after.
And then I'll pause. I'll do this. Hey, what's going on, you guys? Welcome to One of Each, Dumb and Hungry Podcast. Dumb and Hungry Podcast, where we talk about our food adventures and what food groups really mean.
Right after about.
Where we talk about.
When there's a weird pause, then you...
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Hey, what is going on, you guys? Welcome to One of Each, the Dumb and Hungry Podcast, where we talk about our food adventures and what food groups really mean. I'm Angelo.
You said after about.
Yeah.
You didn't even say about.
You messed up on
stopped
timing
it much
real bad.
earlier.
Then we all just like.
You're the worst director ever.
Take two. I thought it turned out pretty good.
Sounded fine.
Even with that time.
Because we were like, okay, well, awkward pauses probably.
Yes, that's the more important.
Well, but we didn't notice. We didn't remember. He just always has awkward pauses.
But I think I do like that part instead.
Alright.
Where we...
It's fine. We can cut this part. You can cut this part.
Yeah, that's fine.
I thought there was no cutting. This is part of it.
Well, we did the slurp already, so that's fine. Where we talk about our food adventures and what...
If they keep doing this, we're gonna run out of.
I know, it's fine. No, we're not doing slurp. We did slurp already. I think that turned out okay. Talk about our food
There's
adventures.
gonna be spontaneous
Yeah, okay.
slurps throughout.
Yeah, we just keep slurping, everyone. Where we talk about our food adventures. Talk about our food adventures and what food groups really mean.
Talk about slurp.
Japanese thing.
No, we're done.
Oh, we're done.
No, that's fine.
It is
I'm just adding this other part because
a very Japanese thing.
Vietnamese, you
And
just
nothing
eat
else
as
thing.
quiet as possible.
All other cultures, you eat as quiet as possible.
I'll give you 1 second. Where we talk about our food adventures and what food groups really mean. I'm Angelo, I'm Dumb and Hungry. And I'm full with food in my
Great director.
Not
What
my
a great
fault.
director.
Come on, move it along.
Oh, you're not gonna redo it? Just gonna,
No.
You're just gonna actually edit?
This is it. No, this is part of it.
Alright, then I might try.
I thought we would have gone like in clockwise order.
And we've got a good roster today of good people with us. Let's go around and see who's here. We'll start with this. With this, this other direction right here. Everyone's got their mouth full. I mean, there's no
This
way.
was a terrible idea.
I know that.
Do it while we're eating.
You're gonna have a reenactment.
I thought we were gonna do it
Tamil
after
Shantra at some point.
dinner. Why
We
we
wanted the
doing
slurps. We wanted the ASMR.
We're not doing this. So who do we got here today? Okay, good. Moving on.
There's like no directorial cues.
I'm looking at you.
Right at you.
I'm looking right at you.
What are you
which
supposed to
which
say?
of us?
Screen name. No.
Dark wave.
What is your handle?
Sovereign bovine.
The other way around. There's no such thing as a sovereign.
Bovine. Bovine.
Bovine? Oh, yeah.
Bovine. Sovereign.
That's right.
Sovereign bovine, the king of the cow.
This is Sparta. Okay.
Oh yeah, it would be that one.
So screen names, or are we going by screen names? Or old
Well, how do
screen
you want to
names?
introduce yourself?
But like, what era screen name? Because
I know.
my 90s one was real cringy.
Aim.
The one that you can
screen
live
name.
down.
Okay. You gotta move it along.
Okay. What do you want to say?
I'm gonna do it before.
How we do you
How
want
else am I gonna
name?
get these sponsorships? We don't move this along.
You are very optimistic.
I'm John.
Good.
Tomo.
Sonara.
Megan.
Slurp and slide, Jason.
I'm Carmen.
All right, right on. Well, we're coming to you today from a different location. We're on location, if you can believe it. We
In Vietnam.
Have a budget.
self-sponsored, but yes, still, it's a great place. Hold on. I would say pardon the slurping, but I think this really enhances the conversation. So, I think we've.
Because there'll be awkward long pauses.
Oh, absolutely. We got a good thing going on here.
Well, a lot of viewers eat and listen to stuff, right? So it's
Absolutely.
like you're at the dinner
We
table
are
with
trying
us.
yet another direction with this podcast. This might be our direction to ASMR.
Our pivot. Yeah.
Exactly. This is what the people really want.
Slurp
So,
and slide, baby.
absolutely.
I thought this was for you, not the people.
well, the people will follow, and the sponsors, and my OnlyFans.
There.
All the bots you were complaining about will follow you?
That's right.
All right.
So
Legion of Ultron.
Now this is our mukbang.
this is
Of
yeah.
one type of food.
ASMR bug thing.
Mukbang.
We have a song.
Only slurpable foods
That's right.
are the mukbang.
Yeah.
No chips, just
Oh.
noodles.
But the cookies.
No cookies.
No cookies.
Unless you can slurp them.
Fair.
Crumbs.
Put down that cookie.
But we are coming to you from a beautiful view out here. Where are we? I forget.
I can't see anything. It's dark.
Wolford Heights.
Lake Isabella.
Bella, dude.
Thank you.
Wolford Heights.
In Kern County, along the beautiful Kern River. El Rio Kern, as far as I saw over there. They have those signs, you know, you drive by.
I missed that.
Yeah, Kern River and that Rio Kern. You know about wearing the life vest?
We're technically in
Yeah,
Sequoia
I
National
remember that.
Forest.
Yeah.
So,
Or a national forest.
No.
so anyway.
Saw signs for that.
But we've been spending a few days here, having basically eating. That's really what it is. And
And the Dollar General.
we went to Dollar General. We know about the Dollar Tree and 99-cent store, but I don't think we've ever been to Dollar General. So that was a good experience. It's guaranteed $1.
Generally $1.
At least.
Yes.
Minimum
At
$1.
least $1. That's right.
Generally
It is
$1.
Generally $1.
Generally $1 or more.
We're coming to you here today because we wanted to kind of talk about a little bit about what we're eating. Actually, what are we eating? Let's talk about that. That's pretty good. We're all slurping right now. We have some wonderful, they call it pho right here, and that was prepared by John and Carmen. What do you guys think about it?
The broth is good. Good job, guys.
The broth is really good. You have the whole chicken.
It's very clean.
How do you taste the broth while you're hosting?
I can taste it.
It enhances the broth.
Well, she always has her broth with a ton of poison.
Yeah. That's her benchmark, right?
She's comparing like to like.
She's trying to find compliments to the hoisin,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, yeah.
What is a good vehicle to deliver that?
A good pairing. The pairing for the
Straight down
hoisin.
gullet. Come on now.
Well, she mixed it in, so I think she's not a purist.
Uh-huh.
She's willing to experiment a little bit.
Definitely very plain with the broth. But then, you guys made it this day.
Yeah.
One whole day, yeah.
Well, chicken broth tends to be a lot cleaner or clearer than beef based. It's also not as heavy, so you won't feel sleepy. Aside from the noodles.
Oh, sure. That way I may slurp more
Yeah,
of the. Well, as I get replenished on my broth
John
supply.
Ginger ale?
Is you okay? Okay. Just take it easy there. I need sponsors. So anyway,
Hoisin, sponsor us, please.
Kiko Man, where are you, Mr. Kiko Man?
or what is it? Leakum Key. Okay, sponsor us. Food is always better with friends. I think good company, good conversation, and yeah. I mean, thank you very much. Oh my gosh. And we're talking about friends. We've known each other for quite a while. I'd say
Probably too long.
good. Yeah, I think way
More
too
than
long,
half our lives now.
which is way too long.
Maybe for you folks.
More than
Some of us.
Really? I think probably, yeah.
How long?
31.
We've not known each other for 15 years.
Well,
15.
Did you not know us when you
We
were
met you
15?
when you were 14.
Oh shit.
The first time Como does proper.
That's what I'm kidding.
to shut
It's a
you
miracle.
down. It's the pho. To re-energize.
Are you reevaluating your life decisions?
Something
Why am I
about
here?
something about bone-based broth.
I'm telling you.
Well, I've only known you for like 10 years.
That's already. No, it has not been 10 already.
It's probably been less than 10.
Yeah.
We started dating when we were 21. So it's been
Well, we didn't
11
meet him-
years.
We didn't meet him right away.
You met him in the first year I was dating him.
Really?
Yeah. It's been 11 years.
Him personally?
I did not meet you in 2011. It could have been actually. Just saying that out loud, it could have been.
Probably could have been.
It would have been 2011.
Well, back to the most important thing.
We can cut that.
How's the fun?
That's right.
Back on topic.
I think everybody likes. So everyone give their little review about this pho. Jason.
I like what is it? The steak part. The little steak. It was nice and crunch.
All right.
Wherever it was, like
It's a good protein choice, yes.
good protein choice. Yeah.
Megan.
I like the broth. It's very clean.
Very clean. Absolutely. My job.
I mean, it's just good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's delicious. I wish I knew.
We got some really good broth here.
Broth is good. Tomo.
Pairs so well with my hoisin sauce.
Tom brings out the hoisin for sure.
I guess I'm a little biased,
Yeah.
but I would say this flavor profile is unforgettable.
Okay, thanks, Dad.
No problem. Anytime.
Carmen.
I like the broth. I like everything.
I think the broth is overwhelmingly
made this one?
clean and tasty.
Yeah.
I mean, the steak as well. Dropped in there, cooked really nicely, and
Eat it with ketchup.
you have it with all the
There's steak left.
accoutrements, the cilantro, the onion, the jalapeno that is in, I guess. It's just one really good dish.
Fried up with onions and steak.
Eat your heart out, Golden Deli.
I'm surprised Dollar General had coconut.
They did it.
They did
They went to
not.
grocery
How
outlet.
did you guys go?
Grocery outlet.
Oh, you guys went. No wonder you guys went. So.
We called them and
You called them?
we called Dollar General.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
you called
general,
Dollar-
the general himself.
Correct.
Doesn't have the coconut.
They said they didn't have it at this time.
Whatever that means. It's out of season. This can is
It's
out of season.
I mean, all time is. Time, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
Yeah.
you
At
don't
some
have
point, everything comes out of season.
Oh boy.
No, not in America.
coconut. You didn't have. Yeah, you
Corn
didn't have
starch,
coconut.
corn products, you can get it any time of the
Well,
year.
corn products, absolutely.
Coconut?
That's a staple. But coconut.
Does coconut have a season? What's coconut season?
That's canned.
Canning season. That's it. That's the main season.
Well, as we were saying again, as good company, I think, and good food, and we've eaten a lot of good food with a lot of good people. But we wanted to take time today also to actually kind of remember someone who is not kind of able to join us that I'm sure would have loved to be here. And we wanted to kind of talk about a friend of ours and some of the food that we've shared with him. And that guy's name is Patrick. And Patrick is a good friend of ours that we known from high school. And but unfortunately, one fateful day, he just kind of left us. Yeah, that didn't turn out too good. So
Sure.
yeah,
6 years ago.
right,
It's wild.
right. So
A good person.
I know it's pretty good. Just kind of throwing out generally before we get into some of the things. Anything that comes to mind, I want to say about Patrick.
Just in general.
Great, yeah. We're all speechless at this point, or we're just eating fun. Just eating all the fun.
Honestly, for Patrick, I think about him less food related and more video game related.
There you go.
Just because of all the long, late night sessions of either Left 4 Dead or
Gears of War.
Gears of War.
Or Mario Kart.
Or Mario Kart. A lot of training. A lot of training.
Yeah.
I remember the first time I went to his house. Yeah, he had all those porcelain religious things.
His
and,
parents,
a
yeah.
wall
From his
full of
parents,
them.
yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot.
And then back to a gaming related thing. I remember I saw his room and he had an open air PC. And I didn't say it to him, but in my mind, I was like, this shit is dusty. Holy crap. he needs to take it out.
It was just the motherboard.
Yeah.
And a graphics card.
Yeah.
And a
Is that what you call
CPU
open air?
It's an open
It's a-
concept. Open air
open
concept.
floor plan.
Yeah.
He was probably ahead of his time. Okay.
I think one of my first memories of Patrick was shortly after high school, he needed extra credits to be able to get his diploma. And so another friend of ours, Cito, took me and him, went over to Patrick's house to do outlines for American history.
Oh wow.
And as soon as we got there, we did maybe we wrote down 3 words. And then Patrick brought out the king size Snicker bars. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm in the right place. This is the place to be. And I don't think we finished any of those outlines
That's for Louis Jones.
for Jones.
Yeah.
Yeah, didn't y'all just play games?
Then we played games,
I
yeah.
thought you went out to eat.
We did that too. We did all those things.
Graduate high school, going
all-
out to eat pancake.
All the essentials. All the essentials. Patrick was the one who organized the Himo for us. Or no, the Eskimo.
The Eskimo, yes.
Eskimo.
for prom.
For prom.
The
yeah, he was very good about bringing
it is
it's
the
an
Escalade limo.
Oh, that's
It brought us to
Universal,
sharing
apparently.
Universal. So
Which I don't
who
know.
would have known?
Who would have known? Who would have known it would have beckoned me back?
Shadowing.
All of our first holiday parties were at his house.
Hey, remember that time we went to McDonald's?
Which
Which one?
I mean, for the holiday party. I
And
think
you
there
brought
was
back
time-
60 to 100 chicken nuggets.
Little Caesar
Little Caesar's pizza.
and then a random banh mi.
Just one random.
I do remember that. Banh mi. The banh mi sticks out.
That's why you don't leave me, Angelo, and Patrick together. Come back with the dudes.
Everyone was fed that day.
This is true.
We finished all the chicken nuggets.
See?
Well said.
what year of high school was this?
It was college.
Let's call it.
My bad. My bad.
Right.
Yeah. It's funny. Like after high school, no, we didn't really stray too far away. I mean, so we got to hang out, a lot and spend time with each other and still see each other, even though everyone's still going to school and all that. But
You specifically just showed up at his door unannounced. Said, "Hey, come
Right.
out! I'm outside."
Frequently was kidnapped.
Yeah.
That's how he would say.
I wouldn't say it was kidnapped. I'd just say it was just a surprise.
kidnapped.
Yeah. Okay. But
It's like almost like luring an animal into a trap, right? You promised
Laying
him
crumbs.
that there would be food at the end of the tunnel. So
Except it wasn't at the end; it was throughout the.
right, the entire tunnel
Various stops
was just
along the way.
laden with food.
No, you just opened the door. You knocked on the door of a bar of a candy. And then
Right,
you
yeah.
went out to the car.
It's a carrot and a stick, except the stick was a giant Snicker, or the carrot was a giant Snickers bar.
And there was no steak.
Only the carrots.
Steak was $1 Snickers bar.
oh man, pretty good. Yeah, it's good to remember, the people that we care about and just how we remember them and keep them in our memory. I think is the way to keep them, alive with other people. Because there will be a time when, that kind of won't happen, but by the time we're here and we get to do it, let's make the most of it to do that. But this is not meant to be a time to be like, obviously like a bummer or anything. I think this is meant to be a time to, again, remember and just laugh and just have good, just remember good stuff. So, but one of the things we still want to focus on are, places that we've eaten. We have different aspects, I think, of what we remember about Patrick, which is so cool. But I think for me, certainly, we have places that we've been to and eaten. And even before the gram and all that, there was things like Yelp and and just generally the internet. And there are a couple places I think I just want to, talk about and see who can remember things, including myself, of places that we've been with Patrick. Neighborhood spots, small places that, probably have gotten a lot of notoriety now, but probably think was just a small spot, hole in the wall back then. And we didn't know any better. We just knew that we were hungry and we wanted to eat. And I guess kidnap each other. And,
No, it's just you.
I know, I think it was a
Hold on,
one-way
wait a minute,
kidnapping.
Not each other.
Use the correct word.
what?
You food nap the Welling?
What's that?
You food nap the Welling?
See?
Stockholm.
Yeah, right.
Stockholm syndrome.
Stop.
The first few times, yeah.
Stockholm syndrome. Stockholm syndrome.
Well, Asylums are just like where you fall in love with your captor. There was no.
Well,
There's. It's only about the food.
It's the love of the idea that there will be food.
Well, back then, you couldn't just like text people and be like, "Hey, you want to go out?" and they can say no. Now, back then, you could just like show up. Hey, I'm outside. What? Okay, we're going.
Perfect.
well,
Was there
What time was it? Like what year?
college?
I mean, you guys were like
Right after high school, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Early, like our
Early,
freshman,
like our freshman
sophomore
year.
years of
2012.
Not everyone had unlimited text.
I did not have unlimited text back then. I still had a dumb phone.
2011.
Yeah.
That's right. That's why you just show up and take them.
Did you ever just show up and he wasn't home?
They took the parents.
Right. Or the sister. I would
The
wait.
sister? You would
till they
wait?
got home?
Yeah.
In his room?
No. In his car.
There might have been a couple times I think where I'd ask him and he was like, "Oh, I'm on my way back." Like, so he wasn't there yet, but he was on his way, and then
Oh,
He's
good,
like-
I'm already there.
yeah, he's like, "God damn it!" It's anyway, so that's good. But a couple of places, there is a whole list I know I've come up with, and I can't talk about all of them today because we would not have time and we would just be here all night. But a couple of places that come to mind. Again, kind of are these small spots. There's a spot particularly that was near his place, kind of near the K-Town area, called Dino's. And Dino's was, or is this, really kind of really named for themselves. It's they have a few locations, but the one we want to focus on, the one on Pico. It's, I remember hearing about them actually from another coworker from like another job. But I think just once Patrick and I went there, I think that was it. I mean, we kept going back because it was close by and it was pretty good. It's like, so
What is Dino's?
yeah.
Food?
So Dino's, they serve this like kind of signature kind of chicken marinated with like the citrusy kind of vinegary kind of marinade thing, and they cook it on the grill and has this kind of signature orange color as well. And they serve it on a bed of fries, also with kind of this citrusy
And
vinegary.
they douse it in
It's
their
doused,
sauce.
so it's kind of
delicious.
sopped up, so the fries aren't like crunchy per se, but you get a little bit of crunch in there. So there's a little bit of variety. But again, we didn't know any better. We didn't know, that even this place had been around as long as it had, or that it would get the popularity that it has even now. But we just knew that it was a good spot. We liked it, and we wanted to go back. And it was cheap probably at the time. Obviously under $10. So you get like this.
It's a lot of food.
You get
Yeah, it was a
by,
lot of food.
You get by like the half bird or a whole bird, or how does it look like on the bed of fries?
It's like half a bird.
No,
Yeah.
that's not.
Yeah. So and not just so you get the bird, the fries, and then you serve it with like tortillas and a little bit of like coleslaw or whatever. So it's a whole meal.
Like a zanku almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But actually, the owner is the original owner passed away a few years ago. It's a Greek family actually.
Really?
Yeah. Interesting enough. Unrelated, few doors down from there is a Greek restaurant called Papa Christos, which is actually also very good. Anyway, but going back to Dino's, they so that's probably what they're known for. So we would go and we would go to his house, we would play video games, and then we would get food and come back and play more video games. So
Way of life.
yeah, it was really the way of life.
Wish I could go back to those days.
I know. Those were
See,
super fun.
college! Who wants to relive high school?
And we had our LAN parties there too. That's
Yeah.
when we actually did.
Everyone brought Xboxes. John brought his, I brought mine.
Yeah.
And Patrick had one.
Yeah.
What was Patrick's favorite video game food combo? Do you have one?
Whatever we could.
He would make
Whatever
that.
we could afford.
McDonald's?
Probably McDonald's. Probably the
McDonald's.
most.
No, he had his
one.
signature Tyson chicken patty sandwich.
The frozen one.
Yeah, you
Just
know
kinda
what I'm talking about. I should know.
Please go on. Go on.
It's that simple. It's a Tyson chicken patty they would fry up in a pan, and then put that between two slices of white bread. I don't remember if there was cheese or ketchup or anything else, but Yeah, it was an early rendition of the Double Down before it became.
He was a pioneer.
He was.
Trailblazer.
Also, like the hot chicken sandwich, really.
Yeah.
Because Double Down is just.
Well, I think
There's
eventually.
no bread.
Eventually, I think he ran out of bread,
Oh, I don't
so he
remember
would
that.
just he would just eat the patties.
Yeah. So
It was a precursor.
right. So that was all.
KFC owes them some royalties.
I think so.
Absolutely.
I think so. But so Dino's is a place to definitely check out, when you're in the area on Pico. Between big streets would be between Vermont and Normandy.
Yeah.
But another place that comes to mind though is this place called the Oinkster, and that's a spot in Eagle Rock, and they serve thick cut pastrami and burgers. And their approach was just like a fast casual, just kind of cooking low and slow with their with their pastrami and their pork and things like that. But they made pretty good burgers. So I think most notably they had this Oinkster pastrami sandwich, and several burgers, but one called the Royale, which was just like kind of just their big burger.
Yeah.
Obviously that's what we were going for.
Is there another option?
With cheese.
Not with us.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I wanted to bring this one up too because I think John had a particular story I think that he is able to share about it. Aside from the food aside, so.
Right. So I guess with Patrick, he was very quick-witted, and obviously we were very young and extremely immature, and
Still
so
the immature
Yeah.
part now.
still immature.
Not much has changed.
Still immature.
Not young anymore.
The youth is long gone, right? But the immaturity still remains. And we would riff off one another, and Patrick tended to target Mr. Dumb and Hungry himself. And you would try to stand your ground, but you usually can't keep up with him because he's just so quick, and it just comes out of the blue. Well, this particular visit, it was a little strange because normally Patrick was very high energy. But in this particular visit, he was a little bit on the downside, and so I think we were all tired. It was myself, Patrick, and we got our orders, we got our burgers, we sat down, we put down our low table tents, and we're just waiting around. There really wasn't any conversation. It was just we were just all
Staring at
looking
each
off.
other.
Yeah.
No, we were staring past each other.
No
really.
smartphones. Nothing
No
else to look at.
smartphones. Well, there were.
Not unlimited data.
Right, not unlimited data, right? So there wasn't a lot you could do.
Yeah,
And so, yeah, it's just a bunch of guys sitting around a table, barely, and it was quiet. And then, just out of the blue, Patrick looks up from the table and he looks at Angelo, and he goes, "Angelo, when you go to the beach, do people just surround you and try to figure out how to get you back into the ocean?" And there's no response for that. You just take it on the chin.
I was thinking everyone gambled that day. If I had to look at it.
And you had that way of like just looking at you dead on,
Right, yeah.
Just
There's
totally serious, like
Right.
no, yeah, and just attack you right there. And
no holds barred.
That joke lives on now.
Yeah,
Not
it
as
does.
much, but my God.
Right. Every time I think about it, I still crack up.
we laughed a good while.
Oh yeah. I don't think we bother eating. We were just laughing the whole time, which is uncharacteristic.
But
So was there the one in the A-frame that was like
Yeah.
the Venus special?
Yeah.
And they took it out?
Mhm.
Nice.
Yep.
Are they
Love
still
it.
open?
Love A-frames.
Uh-huh.
I think so. Yeah.
I was there
The Eagle Rock
a
ones.
couple months ago, I think. Yeah, still serving.
Because they have multiple locations, right?
They do.
They don't, but they did.
They did, yeah.
That's one thing that.
Because it wasn't an
Came to mind.
A-frame, and you're like, we can't. It
Wasn't iconic enough.
Actually, I don't know
Aesthetic.
who would remember. There was a location in Hollywood.
Right.
You remember that?
That's the one we went to. Wasn't
And
it?
that's the place that we had visited a few times too. But they're not there anymore. But I wouldn't have remembered. I was when I was kind of doing some searching on this. I saw a few videos like about this Hollywood location. I'm like, oh yeah, shoot, that's right. So we would go there because that was
Yeah, it's close to Patrick. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Well,
did you,
It only blew up after it was on Dives, Diners, and
oh, that's right.
Drives, right? Because
yeah.
before that, it was like a local spot.
Yeah.
Like we all knew about it, but
Yeah, Flavor Town.
but then it was on.
So, no, you're right. See, I mean, we didn't know any better. We just knew that it was they're good.
Yeah.
So-
It all depends on the Eagle Rock one.
Just trend
But
setting.
I think they're just at Eagle Rock now. But they're still doing their thing.
Oh, good.
They
Fury, he knew.
yeah,
He knew.
but he didn't know before Patrick. Right? But in addition to the burgers, they also have like these fries, which they also serve up. Oh my god, it's so dark.
It's
like
just
a
hoisin.
black-
Watered down hoisin sauce.
It's like a lagoon of hoisin.
Again, pretty sweet.
Like all bog.
See, it's sweet.
because it's hoisin.
Yeah, it's hoisin.
There's no chicken there.
It's very clean.
That is the opposite.
Oh boy. They have these better fries. The fries they serve, they have this style called piggy fries, which are
Yeah.
their animal style fries, basically. So kind of got that Thousand Island on there, cheese
Strong meat.
and grilled onion. And so, and then they also we had talked about this in an earlier part. They serve shakes, and they use Fossum's ice cream for their
Oh,
shakes.
they do.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the owner is Filipino, and
Makes
so I
sense.
think one of the ways to kind of express, kind of shares that is one of the flavors of the shakes, which is an ube flavored shake. So it's good. Come on, remember?
Would that be vanilla and ube? Because I'm assuming there's no Fossman ube flavor, is there?
There is.
There is.
Yeah.
Oh.
If you listen to our pilot episode, number 2, you will hear.
Oh, this is like how I was helping you guys call. See, if you guys don't listen to the second episode, you guys won't get
That's
this.
right, exactly.
So you gotta
You
go
won't
back and watch
understand.
the other one. See.
But they put that, it's funny because they tout it as exotic flavors, right? The owners. Taro, ube.
They have corn seasonal.
I don't think they do corn over
They
there.
do. There's
At
corn.
Postmates?
Yeah.
Oh,
peach.
as seasonal? Mm-hmm. Oh, shoot.
Nice.
Oh, that's right.
I mean, why seasonal when we can get it in the grocery store?
well, yes.
whenever we
That's
want.
right.
At a Filipino grocery store.
that's
Yes.
right.
Oh, hell yeah.
But you're right.
I want corn ice cream. Actually, it's a Korean thing too, because I had a Korean. Think of it like the fish ice cream, the taiyaki ice cream, but they had it in corn form, and it was corn ice cream, corn kernels, and just
Yeah.
the wafer.
And it makes total sense. That's where your high fructose corn syrup comes from. Why wouldn't you just make a corn flavor?
Yeah, fuck it, why not? It's delicious.
Farm to table. Farm to table.
Oh, do they really? The corn flavor?
Corn flavor.
Where?
Magpies.
Oh, soft serve.
Soft serve. Yeah. And so like.
They had a popular Guinness flavor too.
Did they really?
Are we doing the Fossilmans episode right now? Is that what's
Oh,
happening?
awesome.
We're
So they're talking about
revisiting.
corn still?
We're just gonna further elaborate.
Oh, man. How was Tomo's Hoisin?
Oh, fuck it, let's find out.
It's
Pass it down.
sweet,
We all gotta taste it.
It's a rite of passage.
salty.
You gotta slurp it.
I don't think I like hoisin in my broth, but like a teaspoon, maybe a tablespoon, not half broth, half hoisin.
Oh, God. You can see his face here. It's all
I mean, I like hoisin sauce.
right.
This is too fucking much.
But in certain cases.
Okay.
Try it,
Alright,
try it,
I'm
try it.
down.
Oh, you're down? Let's go.
And then compared to this, see how does it taste compared to this?
The same.
That's what I think.
It's exactly the same.
It's
That's
just
very sweet.
chicken infused hoisin.
Yeah. That is hoisin. That is watered down hoisin.
Has to be a spoon.
Whoa! What the hell?
Hoisin with a side of
That's just Fossman.
Carmen?
Is a side of poison? Oh no, thank you. I haven't had it.
It's just hoisin. It tastes the same.
Okay.
Like poison.
Oh really?
It's like
I think it's been dishes.
Like the aftertaste is just Fossman.
it just reminds me like when you have
it's
like
just Fossman.
the house special like pan fried noodle or whatever, and then I just you
Hoisin on that?
well no they add, or hoisin or oyster sauce or whatever. It's like that what runs the runniness or whatever that left over. Kind of reminds me of that. Just a whole bowl of that.
Well, now, Kanara, you can make pho for Tomo whenever you want, because you just need to boil some water, pour in some hoisin sauce.
More
broth.
hoisin sauce than water, though.
It's broth. It's broth.
That's broth. Excellent.
You may not want any, but I think she'll be satisfied.
Don't make fun of my broth.
We all
Everybody
tasted
tasted
it.
it. Everybody tasted your hoisin sauce, not your hoisin broth.
It's ketchup broth. There's just as much sugar in the hoisin sauce as there is in ketchup.
Teach their own. Is it still good or is it firm now?
It's firm, but it's good.
This one, ube.
Ube
It
pancake.
balances
Ube.
Yeah.
exotic flavors.
Trader Joe's ube pancake.
It balances the mochi.
Wasn't even the Filipinos that bought it.
Nah, I hate ube.
What?
I don't like ube.
We talked about
As a
this, right?
Filipino,
This is-
it's sacrilege, but I don't care.
Okay.
What about cheese ice cream?
Cheese ice cream.
I love cheese ice cream.
Is that a thing?
It's a Filipino thing.
It's a
yeah.
Filipino
Oh,
thing.
Like, you get it in Filipino stores. It's literally queso. Like
Is
I don't
it
even know
like
what kind
cheddar
of cheese it is.
cheese?
No, it's
It's like a bowl.
it's a soft cheese.
Yeah.
Queso de
Like a
bola.
brie?
Yeah, queso de bola, but I
Yeah.
don't know how to explain that.
That's
It's
a
ball of
brie
cheese.
texture.
Yeah.
Is
It's
it
like how do you explain what kind of cheese?
That's literally what
It's
it
a
is.
soft
Goat
It's
cheese.
a
cheese?
soft. It's not goat. It's just soft.
It's still cow.
Wait, so is Filipinos the reason to blame for the cheese boba? Because that's in
Oh, cheese foam.
Oh, cheese foam?
No.
I
That's
love cheese
disgusting.
foam.
He likes cheese
It
foam.
is 'cause
No,
of
cheese foam.
Filipinos.
Cheese foam was solid. I appreciated cheese foam.
On the cream cheese team.
Yeah.
Not him.
No, I'm not a cream
He
cheese
hates
fan.
it.
The cheese foam was good, but the cheese ice cream that almost killed me.
Well, you're also lactose.
Well, yes, I'm also
So it's ice cream
lactose.
and
But
cheese.
even before the lactose could do its work, the flavor alone was about to incapacitate me. But Patrick was a big fan of it. He was
Cheese
like,
foam?
he was very
No,
proud of
cheese
his
ice cream.
purchase.
It's good.
Yeah, no, I get that for him.
Of what?
Cheese ice cream. And Patrick's love of the cheese ice
You're
cream.
not making them better. You're
Right.
making them both worse.
False.
You're taking two good things, making them
Maíz con queso. Is that what we're talking about? The,
No, just the
Ice cream.
cheese ice
No,
cream.
just cheese ice cream.
Mason?
Nice one,
Corn
guys.
and cheese.
Corn and cheese. That's delicious. That's
I mean,
Korean-
corn and
that-
cheese is Korean.
That's Korean barbecue.
Korean barbecue.
that's
top
that's usually
side.
how you would get the ice cream.
With
You know, with
Mexican.
the Magnolia ice cream.
Yeah,
like it's
Magnolia.
served. It's corn and cheese.
Oh, is it?
What magnolia are you talking about?
The cheese ice cream.
The brand.
Is it
brand,
brand?
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, sorry. I thought you
corn
were
and
talking
cheese
about
always
the
reminds me
bakery.
of elote first.
True.
Yeah.
I mean, we grew up in LA, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
So, well, we're gonna kind of wrap it up here because.
Well, before we do, there's another story you wanted John to explain, right?
Oh yeah.
The origin of the tagline of this whole podcast.
Which story was that?
One of
One
each.
of
One
each.
of
One
each.
of each.
One of each.
Oh, you can explain
It's like a
it.
chant.
One of each.
Once one guy says it, you all have to say it. One of each. One of each.
Yeah, that was quite the trip.
Yeah, was it?
Yeah.
Please do tell.
So we were at Universal Studios, and we were with a couple friends, and they went in to catch a show. Of course, we were too slow to get into the show because it's a capacity limit. So Angela and I missed the show.
And we were over capacity.
Individually, we were already over capacity, and so we had to find something else to do with our time while the girls were watching the show. So we were right outside of Simpsons Land, and at Simpsons Land there is Lard Lad, the donut shop. And the special thing about Lard Lads is each donut is the size of a dinner plate, and they're big.
Multiple C's. Yeah.
And they're good value. I think it was like $6 for one of those. And they had like 3 or 4 different flavors that they would be rotating at any given point in time. And so Angela and I got in line. There was like maybe 4 or 5 people in line. So we had our time and we were just going through the flavors. And then we were arguing about what flavors they had in stock, right? Because there was a sign that showed the flavors that were in stock. And it showed all the flavors, but it had a section that said today's special. But then Angela was of the belief that everything between today's special and the bottom section was in stock.
Correct.
And so we argued and, we couldn't really decide on a donut. So we got to the counter and naturally Angelo froze with the fear of having to make a decision. And so when the lady had asked us, which one would you guys like? Angelo just stood there and just stared her in the eyes. And then she looked back at him. And then he looked back at her. And there was a lot of silence before Angelo finally just said, we'll just do one of each. And this lady was about 300 pounds. She was on the larger side. And she had suspenders on her pants, but when she turned around to go grab the donuts, they weren't even connected to her pants.
Oh, the shirt?
Yeah. Well, yeah, they were
backside.
draped over
Yeah.
her shoulders, but they weren't connected to her pants on the backside.
Yeah.
So this lady looked at Angelo and said, "Are you sure?" He literally got fat shamed that day by somebody who was 3 times his size.
A place called Lard.
At a
Place called Lard.
Lad.
Donuts.
I'm assuming
So-
he seems like you just like double down with yes.
Well, I think
Two.
the shock of that moment where she questioned his decision made him really think about what he wanted to do next. and how this decision would affect the outcome of his life. So he decided. We decided on 2. I think we still got 2.
No, yeah.
It's like one for each. of us.
One for each person.
Had to settle one for each.
One for each. Yes. And so they get served in this giant donut box. It's basically a cake box.
You could easily put the dozen donuts in
Yeah,
there, but you
right.
just put one large donut.
A dozen regular sized donuts. Right. Yes.
Yeah. So I think we ended up with like a cookies and cream and I think a maple bacon or something.
Yeah.
But that's where one of each,
Well, wow.
at least my memory of one of each came from. It was very dramatic. About to spend $48 on donuts at a theme park.
How old were you guys then?
That wasn't that long.
It wasn't that long ago. It was like maybe
Yes,
right before COVID, probably.
No, it wasn't that recent.
All right.
Yeah,
5
maybe
years?
2015.
Yeah, not that long ago.
Carmen still remembers.
Yeah.
I'll remember.
Carmen remembered because when she came out of the show, there was 2 of us trying to eat 2 giant donuts by ourselves.
Well, one wasn't struggling.
This is definitely a fork and knife donut. There's no... I mean, you could hold it, but you would need extra large hands.
It's pretty unwieldy.
and probably
yeah.
super strength.
So
Was the inside of it good?
It was actually really good. I did like
Very,
it.
it's still all
I was
donut,
surprised.
like very donut-like.
Yeah, it's a nice yeast
Yeasty?
donut.
Okay.
Yeah, had a good flavor on the inside. Nice crust on the outside.
Imagine if
It
that
wasn't
was a
too
cake
sweet.
donut.
Dude, I would have blown my mind.
If it was a cake
True
donut.
value.
It's like, oh man.
What were the flavors?
There was the cookies and cream. There was the maple bacon.
There's
There was
like,
a pink
you know,
one.
the original, like kind of.
The Simpsons pink one.
Yeah.
I think there was one with sprinkles. And wasn't there a peanut butter one? Oh, did we end it with a peanut butter one?
Wait, so you got 3.
No, we got 2. And maybe instead of the
Three
maple,
flavors, though.
instead of the maple bacon, I think we got the peanut butter.
Oh, I see.
Well, I remember.
This was 5 years ago.
Our memories are repressed as well.
Maybe his.
From
not
all the
yours,
trauma.
apparently.
Yours are just commingled with all of them.
They'll just
They all came together.
back together.
Yeah.
So that's fine. Well, now everyone knows. And how anticlimactic.
That's exactly what people should expect.
That's probably true. So, all right. Well, I want to thank everyone for joining us, and thank you for sharing your what you remember in good times, and just remember to just keep spending time with each other. And we're excited to keep bringing you more stuff. This was kind of a little off the beaten path, but we're happy to again just kind of talk and share stories and keep doing that for you. You can find us, streaming on YouTube, and you can find us wherever fine podcasts are served as well. So until next time, I'm Angelo,
My Joe.
and everyone say goodbye.
Wait. What? Did you answer the question?
Hold on.
Outro. You do it before the outro.
Was this how this works?
I mean, how regular conversations.
Look.
Actual credits thing.
They're looking for sponsors. It's not a Marvel
If it's the
title.
extra that we need to finish the show, and then we go. It's what they call the after show.
If listeners stay on it, listen to this extra little nugget. Did you answer the question about what you first think about Patrick when you think about him?
Yeah,
Food?
it was.
Well, we all had our first impression, or not our, but stuff we remember about.
First impression. That would be different.
That's definitely different. What do you first think about?
Like, how do you remember Patrick?
What do you think?
I mean, he was just this. He was just a chill guy that you can hang out with. He would yell at you a lot. Give you a hard
Yell
time.
at you a lot.
Yeah, you were the main target.
You would
See
see.
what that means.
That's right. You didn't see it.
Kind of one of those gentle giants, but he definitely had a hell of a wit. I can tell you that. So
Yeah.
anyways, so he was a good friend because he put up with me. So I can't really ask for anything more. So yeah, there's a lot to remember, and I think again we will revisit this. At least
There are a
us
few other
and-
Patrick.
And there are definitely
food
going to be more
places.
because we want to talk about more food places and things that we've been to, and he's taking us to. So this won't be the last, but we'll look forward to the next one. So everyone say goodbye. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Always get one of each.